people always ask, what do I do? How do I act with my person when the communication is starting, but it's not fully, like we're not fully committed yet? Be authentic. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. Today I want to talk about opposition and how it's not a bad thing when it shows up. And in many cases, it does show up right before the big what it is that you want. And so it's very important that you become very balanced, centered, stable, and grounded, which is the entire purpose of your middle. The middle is the time for you to go within, learn how to love yourself, learn what your power is, which is pure unconditional love, divinity. That's who you actually truly are. Okay. You're a masterpiece. You're perfect in everything you say and everything that you do, inside and out, right now. Your specific person, the people that you work with, the service people that you come in contact with, the people at the grocery store, the people at the bank, your friends, family, all of that. When you love, trust, honor, and respect yourself and appreciate and value who you are and who you've become, every single person in your reality will reflect that back to you. So then you ask, why is it that when I am wanting to consciously choose and select the version of me in a healthy, loving, stable, secure, easy, flowing relationship with my specific person, my mirror soul, why is it that everyone else and other things in my reality are happening in my favor? I'm getting the recognition, the value, the praise, the love, the support, the all of that with everyone except my person. Does it mean that you still don't believe you're worthy? No, not necessarily. What I believe is that most likely you still have a bit of a fear about your specific person. There might be something very specific that they said or did that really made an impression in you, and you're still protecting yourself. It could be that. It also could be a story that you have, or a combination of that and a story that you have around men or women or relationships, love in general, when it's really deep and intense. So cover all bases with whatever technique you choose to do. There is no, it's really whatever feels good to you, whatever puts you in the end state. Okay. And then if you're persistent with that and you're consistent with that and you aren't wavering as much, so you're very solid, secure, you feel and you know that your life is wonderful and amazing, you are complete and whole, and you don't need anyone or anything. You don't need anything in your life to make you feel fulfilled. That doesn't equate or mean that you don't people take that the wrong way and they think, whoa, I can't desire or want my person. Of course you can. I desired this home and I manifested it, right? And actually, now that I thought about it, I'm going to tell a quick story of how right before the closing of this house, because I was so anxious about the date, right before the closing, something literally, the opposition came up and everything froze and it looked really bad on the surface. So I'll talk a little bit about that and what I did. So I think the topic of the day is going to be, for the most part, what to do when your life gives you back what it is you don't want, or opposition smacks you in the face when you have been doing so good. You've been very consistent. Oftentimes, like I said, it is right before the big event, so to speak, right before the full manifestation, it will show up again. Before I get further into this, if you do love my content, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps my channel grow. I appreciate you for that. If you want me to be your coach to help you manifest anything related to your SP or anything else, email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. Go to my website, coreunion.com, book whatever you want to book. My scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you as soon as possible. All right. So I saw this house. I'm going to have to make a few videos probably telling the stories about, but I saw this house. I had other options. One day, I see this house and everything inside of me, I just knew in the core of me, I could feel it. We ended up getting under agreement for the house, had the inspection, all of this great stuff. Now we're just about, let's say, 2 weeks away from closing. Out of nowhere, my mortgage broker texts me, give me a call. And usually he doesn't text me like that unless there's something like something came up that's important. So I call him up and he goes, there's a problem. And I was like, okay, what is it? Because I'm thinking like everything is good. Like he's like, something came up in the system that you are still owing this large, very large loan. It was a loan that I had years ago, which was completely taken care of. The slate wiped clean. I don't owe even a dollar, not even a penny. So I was like, well, just can't you just call them? No, we can't call them. You have to call them. Okay. So then I'm looking up the particular flag and that the system that it came up in, and I'm researching it, right? Because I'm just like, I've never heard of this. Every single thing that I'm looking at, when I reach out to my attorney and the paralegal and the head attorney of the legal office, as well as another mortgage broker, I'm like just asking people things, right? Because I'm curious, what is this? I've never heard of this before. Every single one of them said, you may as well just let go of the house because this isn't going to happen, not in a matter of 2 weeks when you have to move. So, of course, I got a little flustered and triggered. There were moments where I was very angry, but then I remembered this is this is just the opposition coming up. I know that I don't owe anything. And I know that this is now a decision that I have to make. I am choosing from infinite versions of what can happen next. So, what is the ideal outcome? The ideal outcome is obviously that it gets cleared and we close on time. But what is the ideal thing that happens here with this? It gets cleared immediately. So now I say to all of the people who told me this isn't going to happen, this particular thing that just came up can take several months to get cleared up. And partly because the organization that reported this to, where my mortgage company, where it came from, the source of this information has been, my attorney used the word, has been completely gutted with recent events happening in the country, right? That there's pretty much nobody on the other end that will even assist you. Even in normal times, this is something that can be problematic and take a long time. So, okay, in my mind, you're not God. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but you're not God, you're not God, you're not God, you're not God, you're not God. God wants me in this house. I can feel it deep down in my heart and soul. This is my house. And I don't separate God from me when I say, but obviously I and my Father one, but my Father is greater than I. If you're not supposed to worry about the how and the when, then you know that something is orchestrating everything because that something is the one who planted the desire in you to begin with. So now I have a decision to make, and I also have to stay very, very present, conscious, and aware. I don't want to stuff down my feelings. I want to let the anger out and the frustration out. I want to cry if I need to cry, and I did. And then after I did all of that, I went within and I just kept reminding myself it got cleared. It's cleared. It's done. When I would go into my meditation, I would tap in, to my power in through love, give myself love like I always do. And then I had to go specifically into the story that I had in my mind about this particular organization. So I had to challenge my limiting belief that was being reflected back to me by everybody. So I literally said, they want this house deal to close. They're wonderful, loving, people. They're happy people. They're good people. They want to do the right thing. They want to help people who need their assistance and support. And they helped me quickly. So I reached out to them and heard nothing for a certain amount of time, a few days or whatever. Then I get a message back. I tell them I don't have access to the email that you sent that to. Please send it here. Please just send it here. Okay. So then time goes by again, and I'm just doing my thing and I'm remaining in faith. And I'm deciding I'm going to hear them say, everything is cleared. I imagine myself on different mornings. I even imagine myself being in the office where they are. I don't know what their office looks like. Seeing people in the office, seeing computer monitors. And then I zero in and I can see one of the monitors and it says my name and it says the name of the system. And there's a little toggle switch. And then I imagine seeing it turn green. And then I imagine my mortgage broker, I imagine him hearing from the underwriter, everything is good, we're good to go. And then I imagine hearing back from my mortgage broker, Kim, you're good, everything is cleared. When I did that, I didn't think about that as being fake. I thought about that as, okay, it's taken care of, it's done. I got the message, I got the email that everything was all set. We've cleared, I got the email from them now. It said, we've cleared it. Let your lender know to check the system again and let us know right away if there's a problem. Look at how wonderful and loving and supportive these people are. From not hearing anything to being told they don't help people, they're not supportive with this, and that it takes months, if not years, people in the exact same situation that I described. I saw it on Reddit. So I wasn't going to fall for any of the 3D BS because I was like, no, this is my house. So I know that we're going to close. I gave thanks for it. Even when I didn't go through the process that I just described and I was angry, I said, thank you. This is a blessing. Thank you. It doesn't matter whether I get this house or not because I'm good anyway. I have plenty of money, so I'm good either way. I'm good either way. And that relieved some resistance. And that was a very powerful thing too. So anyway, then I got the message, everything was good. We closed on time and the rest is history. So the opposition often will show up. This is your moment. This is the exact moment that all of the teachings are about. This is the moment that you've been preparing for through the middle. And now you make a new decision, right? That's what it is. So what's the decision? We're happy together. We love each other deeply. Our relationship is wonderful, stable, secure. I am deeply, deeply loved. We love each other deeply. The 3D is a trap. It's totally fine to reach out to your person. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do that all day or night, unless if they tell you, do not ever reach out to me again, do not ever reach out to them again. You need to respect that boundary. And just trust that God is handling everything and whatever they need to go through, they're going to go through. You need to have trust in that. That's what faith and trust is about. And then you just stay in your end and you live your life and you enjoy yourself because life is short. And you don't need to be worrying, anxious, desperate, nervous all the time. That is not why God created you. God did not create you to live a life of stress and sadness. And no, sorry, no. You don't need to question, am I still not worthy with this? Oh, another one of my clients, she was manifesting her mirror soul back. They had 3,000 miles between them. He cheated on her with her best friend. 3 years they were apart. Crickets, heard nothing. She went deep into loving herself, deep into it, and forgiving herself and forgiving him. And at this point, I believe that they're married. Not only did they get back together, 3,000 miles in between them, they're going to have children, they're starting their life together, they're going to build a business together, and this and that. Okay? So, what did she do? She didn't only focus her energy on her person, she was focusing a lot of her energy on herself. She was pouring love into herself. Does the opposition show up oftentimes before you actually get back together with your specific person? 100% yes. It is a moment for you to make a decision this is the moment. In other words, okay, the opposite shows up, right? And you literally remind yourself, you're about to get triggered, but you say, this is exactly what I've been working for. This is exactly why I've been doing the inner work. I am going to remain present and let this go because I can get excited now because this is going, because I'm not going to give it my energy or awareness anymore. And then when I stop giving it my energy and awareness, it will just go away. And then when I give all of my energy and awareness to what it is that I want, then boom. Let's say that your person comes back and it's a little bit rocky. Stay in the end. People always ask, what do I do? How do I act with my person when the communication is starting, but it's not fully, like we're not fully committed yet? Be authentic. Communicate with love. Communicate from a place of stability and be emotionally mature. So I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. I don't love you. I never did love you. Okay, well, I do love you, and I'm here. That's it. I do love you. I want to be with you, and I'm here. You have to have this knowing that you guys love each other, and whatever's going to happen is happen, and your life is good no matter what. With or without your person, your life is good. So don't worry if the opposite shows up with your specific person. It is another invitation for you to go within, give yourself love, get back balanced, centered, strong, secure, stable, grounded, and make a decision again. No, we love our life together. We're happy together. Our relationship is easy now. Okay, so affirm down below. I know that my heart's desire is already done and that me and my mirror soul love each other deeply. And reach out to me if you need me. I love you. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.